The Gold Standard Male. Written by Darius D. Odom. Narrated by Darius D. Odom. Intro. The Gold Standard Male is designed to help men become the best version of themselves. Why? Because a man who is at his best possesses the qualities needed to lead a family to become the best they can be collectively and individually, creating a domino effect. With multiple families at their best selves, better communities are created and nations are improved, which in turn improves the world. In today's society, a lot of men don't value manhood. I say this because when a man truly values something or someone, he will value the principles and standards regarding that thing or being. And because I feel that manhood is highly devalued, I believe the majority of men don't have a set of principles or standards that they abide by. Without acquiring principles like integrity, self-control, purposefulness, and reliability, just to name a few, I believe it is unattainable to become the best version of yourself as a man. That said, I wrote the Gold Standard Male to share disciplines that will physically, mentally, spiritually, and financially benefit men if practiced routinely. We're all on a journey in life, and some journeys may be less rocky than others. Nevertheless, the information in this book can be used no matter the condition of your journey. If everything is going well for you, then reading this book will increase the success you're having while helping to sustain it. If things are not going so well for you, then reading this book will hopefully highlight the different principles, lessons, and disciplines needed for improvement in every aspect of your life. No matter your culture, religion, or socio-economic background, the Gold Standard Male will help you become the best version of yourself. No matter the severity of your past or present experiences, the Gold Standard Male will help you improve your life while learning the importance of purpose and servitude. You will take on new mindsets to conquer your dreams and goals, regardless of the challenges you face to achieve them. You will gain insight on how to have a positive perspective even when going through difficult times. Of course, only reading these principles will not get you desired results. They must be read and applied in order to achieve the results you are seeking. While the Gold Standard Male is designed to help you attain power, status, and desired salaries, the content does not focus on the amount of income, status, or power one attains. It focuses on the mindset of a man and how he conducts himself. If these practices are strong, then the power, status, and income will come to him organically. Like I tell my mentees, great character is worth more than all the riches in the world. Speaking of riches, there is one thing a man cannot purchase: true success. I'm not referring to the illusion of success that majority of men think it to be. Examples: designer clothes, expensive cars and jewelry, mansions, social media numbers, etc. I'm referring to success as a completely fulfilled life, with or without said luxuries or stats. In my opinion, materialism and online popularity are not true success. A man with true success in life has an understanding of his purpose and expresses gratitude for it while working toward it. No amount of money can cover the cost of this fulfillment. Even if a man does obtain a success and many riches, without a strong and positive character, he will not be able to sustain it. As the main protagonist in your life, your primary responsibility is to constantly strive to become a better version of yourself. You can break this goal down into a mini goal by simply becoming a better version of yourself today than you were yesterday. Increase the impact you have in the world. Know that you have a duty to make the world a better place while you're alive. Understand how important you are to life, because life certainly understands how important you are to it. This is evident by the seed we hold to create human life. A lot of men are careless with their seed and aren't truly aware of how important it is for reproductive purposes, as well as the health of a man's mind, body, and spirit. Being careless with your seed can bring great troubles to your personal world. Learn more about this in the sexual discipline chapter. Take it from Don Vito Corleone, a character from Francis Ford Coppola's 1972 American film, The Godfather. I spent my life trying not to be careless. Women and children can be careless, but not men. Reading the Gold Standard Male will encourage men to develop a leadership mindset, keep self-improvement principles in the forefront of their minds, increase their confidence and build character, focus on the good life has to offer, overcome adversities with a positive perspective, become more well-rounded, carry themselves with a cool and calm form of masculinity. My goal is not to turn men into someone they are not. This actually goes against the intentions of becoming a gold standard male. For instance, it's impossible to be your best if you are not being yourself. See the irony? Every man reading this book, please know that you have a purpose, and it requires you to be authentically you. There's a need for you in the world, and becoming the best version of yourself is essential for your life's journey. Along the way, you will inevitably become a gold standard male. Once you're actively pursuing a specific purpose that's designed for you, you will not only succeed, but be fulfilled in life. Men who make this commitment to self are not only great assets to their family, friends, and community, but they are great assets to the world. A man who doesn't spend time with his family can never be a real man. Don Vito Corleone, character from The Godfather by Mario Puzo. Chapter 1. What is a gold standard male? In my own personal meditation time and assessment, I've gathered that there are 3 types of men with unique attributes that make up the gold standard male. The attributes may be considered positive or negative depending on their perspective. Throughout this chapter, I will break them down and give my personal advice on those that are needed and those that should be disposed of. While a man may have 1 or 2 of the positive attributes, he must have all 3 types in order to be considered a gold standard male. I digress. Here are the 3 types of men. 1. The businessman. 2. The mild-mannered man. 3. The ultimate warrior. The businessman. The first type of man to be considered a gold standard male is the businessman. This type highlights the man who earns an income to provide for himself as well as his family. The businessman is smart, ambitious, and driven. He has the ability to see economic growth opportunities that the average person may not see. It's not only the economic growth that attracts the businessman, but it's the strategizing, planning, adapting, and problem solving that he most enjoys. The businessman is usually educated outside of school. Life is his classroom. While other men may rely on college or other controlled learning systems, the businessman is self-taught in areas that are not privy to him in traditional classrooms. This man believes that learning can happen anywhere. Books, movies, television, shows, podcasts, YouTube videos, and most importantly, life itself. All resources are used by the businessman to navigate the business world in other settings. The businessman is very articulate. During a meeting or important conversation, he adjusts his speech in the direction needed during the interaction. Code switching is his second language. If things get hot or intense, he knows how to speak with a cool and calm, collective approach. On the other hand, when he needs to provoke a reaction out of someone, he knows how to be ruthless with his terminology. Overall, the businessman knows what to say, how to say it, and when to say it. If you're struggling in this area, here are 3 tips from the businessman to help you successfully have an important conversation. 1. Speak slowly. This helps you pronounce your words better, while giving you a chance to simultaneously think while talking. 2. Look others in the eye. This makes the other person know you're attentive while they're speaking. 3. Don't ramble. You want to say exactly what is needed, no more or no less. Working a job just to make money is not in the businessman's genes. He may do what he has to do for the moment, but he always has a game plan to get out of a job he doesn't enjoy. For instance, he may learn different skills and quality information for creating his own business while working a job. He has a genuine love for whatever he decides to pursue or create for the long haul. Anytime a man doesn't have a genuine interest in his long-term job or business, his productivity becomes ineffective. That's the reason the businessman pursues what he enjoys. He knows the right income will come when he's interested and serious about what he's doing. While the businessman doesn't always have to own a business per se, he has the business acumen to thrive at any occupation. He could work retail, work as a mechanic, or work as a firefighter. No matter the profession, he has enough business savvy to be successful. Think of a chess grandmaster when you think of a businessman. Although these players are experts at the game of chess, they have an abundance of wisdom that can be correlated to life. They are able to decipher the pawns, rooks, knights, bishops, queens, and kings from one another. Likewise, understanding those around you and knowing who you need to talk to in a business situation is significant. When misfortunes in business occur, some people may panic, but we can look at the grandmasters as an example on how to make moves with strategy. While focusing on the chessboard, they are able to remain calm and deal with the plays for what they are. Even in suffering defeat, these champions know something is to be learned from it. Similarly, in business, every move will not be perfect or work out for the businessman. However, he understands that droughts and downfalls are inevitable. He also understands that each failure will bring in new wisdom for him. The businessman analyzes failure and extracts the lesson, with which he can create a new game plan that will be accurate for the occasion. An example of the businessman, James Ghost St. Patrick, from the television series Power, is an example of an elite businessman. Although Ghost is most known for being a drug kingpin, which is a lifestyle I don't suggest for anyone, his character possesses the ultimate business mind. Remember, this is a fictional character that committed a plethora of crimes throughout the television series. You are living real life, and with real life brings real consequences. Let me briefly explain some of the business savvy and other qualities that Ghost reveals throughout the TV series, starting with his endeavors in politics. Not only is Ghost a drug kingpin, but he's also a nightclub owner, all while campaigning to become New York's next lieutenant governor. Ghost has the ability to maximize his profits with minimal risk. While campaigning for lieutenant governor of New York, the businessman goes by the name James St. Patrick. Being able to compartmentalize each of these identities, Ghost effectively covers his tracks during his political and other business ventures. Ghost's ability to take his emotions out of a situation while analyzing it logically is one of his greatest strengths. When business deals become hostile in either arena, he remains calm. When things need to get handled at the club, he is reliable to a fault. His negotiating skills are on an advanced level. Being able to manipulate other characters like the chess grandmaster does with the chess pieces. Ghost makes others do exactly what he needs them to do, even if he has to make them believe they're doing what's best for them. Doing business deals, Ghost doesn't allow himself to make mistakes by getting overly greedy. On the flip side, he is never just content on what is presented to him. There's a balance between satisfaction and desire, which is needed when negotiating and closing important business deals. Businessman negatives. While Ghost possesses a plethora of positive qualities, examples, ambitious, go-getter, financial provider, intelligent businessman, successful entrepreneur, his negative qualities are so detrimental that they will eventually cause him to lose his family. Yes, this is despite having the ability to remain astute while constantly being under pressure. Like the chess grandmaster who removes a pawn from the board whenever he or she feels it's suitable, Ghost does the same thing with people. He disregards people's feelings and only looks out for others if it benefits his business and or himself. Take his familiar relationships, for example. Ghost rarely considers the feelings of his wife Tasha, who he is attempting to replace with his mistress Angela. And if that isn't enough, Ghost is not truthful to his son Tariq about all of his business ventures, withholding the fact that he was a drug kingpin. Once Tariq discovers the truth, however, the deception causes him to resent his father. Many moves Ghost made were self-considerate to those closest to him. He would be considered untrustworthy, self-serving, manipulative, and a narcissist. The TV character's pursuit to power causes him to create enemies in his own family as well as in business. Consequently, Ghost, this example of a businessman, will end up losing his life by way of his own son. 2. The mild-mannered man. The second type of a man to be considered a gold standard male is the mild-mannered man. This type is able to connect with others around him. Unlike the businessman, who may only use his communication skills for the benefit of business affairs, the mild-mannered man has a genuine love for people. When he speaks with his family, friends, and others, he speaks positivity into their lives. Even when giving constructive criticism, it's never from a place of malice. He is able to communicate with people of all ages and backgrounds. The mild-mannered man is caring and brings down the guard of those around him. Even with guards down, he never looks to manipulate people in any way. Instead, this gentle soul seeks to create authentic bonds with others while using discretion. He is a man of great character and upholds a standard, even when those around him aren't making the best decisions. He is generous and loves life. And despite the misfortunes that have caused him pain in the past, the mild-mannered man gives to others willingly, rarely looking for anything in return. You can assure that he will be doing some acts of service throughout his community, because that's his love language. A lot of it is not seen by others. They usually do things in private. This man is quick to help, if he can, when people come to him asking for favors. An example of the mild-mannered man, Norbert Albert Rice from the movie Norbit, is an example of a mild-mannered man. While the character Norbit is very goofy and funny, he possesses other dominant qualities that the gold standard male should have. For instance, this character is caring, kind, and generous. Norbit was neglected by his parents and raised in an orphanage his entire childhood. As an adult, he volunteers at the same orphanage that was once home to him. Puppet shows and water park trips are just a few ways that he entertains the kids. He has great care for the orphanage and the kids that were there. Once he was made aware that the orphanage was in danger of being turned into a strip club by his wife, 3 brother-in-laws, and childhood friend's fiance, he rushed dangerously across town on a bike to crash the wedding of his childhood friend and her fiance. If he didn't crash the wedding, his family and childhood friend fiance would have taken the orphanage from her. Norbert is a very timid man, but his deep care for the orphanage and his friend gave him the courage to save both when they were in danger. Mild-mannered man positives. As mentioned above, Norbert is caring, kind, and generous. He has the ability to build genuine relationships with different people in his town, like the pimps who give him a makeover when he goes on a date with his friend Kate. They give him new clothes, get him the right haircut, and make him look suave. Speaking of community relationships, the florist chimed in while Norbert prepared for a night on the town and gifted him the right flowers for his date. Norbert's authentic relationships with people closest to him is an asset. By Norbert just being his well-mannered self, he's able to form great friendships with others, friendships that helped him when he needed it the most. His genuine love for others possibly came from his childhood. Being taken in by the orphanage and taken care of by others in the community as well gave him a natural liking towards people. Mild-mannered man negatives. Due to his gentle and loving nature, the mild-mannered man can come off as a pushover. When altercations appear, he will try his best to be non-confrontational, resulting in people taking his niceness for weakness. He will be in situations he really isn't comfortable with, all because he doesn't want to ruffle anyone's feathers. He will play the back seat to please others around him. Regardless of his calm and gentle nature, some people will treat the mild-mannered man like a pushover. Others will talk to him disrespectfully, ignore him when he speaks, and treat him as if he's their subordinate. Nevertheless, he will maintain his same mild-mannered nature. Like Norbit, a mild-mannered man will not be friends with everyone, as he may be the perfect victim to be bullied. Bullied by his wife Respucia and 3 brother-in-laws, the characters suffer getting chased around town, being called names, and being threatened by so-called family. Norbit couldn't stand up to his wife or his brother-in-laws, but in the end, he was able to get away from them while also saving the orphanage and saving his childhood friend Kate from marrying a devious man who was planning on taking the orphanage from her. In order for them to stop trying to harm Norbit, he would rely on others in the community to step in and protect him. In the scenes near the very end of the movie, Respucia and her 3 brothers tried to attack Norbit. Everyone in the community helped him fight off Respucia and chase away her brothers. The ultimate warrior. The third and last type of man to be considered a gold standard male is the ultimate warrior. This type has attributes that suggest he can physically protect his family, friends, and loved ones if necessary, possessing both the mentality and physicality to be able to be a protector. The ultimate warrior tries his best to stay prepared in case circumstances occur that requires him to protect himself or his family. In fact, the ultimate warrior exercises on a consistent basis and stays in great physical shape year-round. The physical exercise varies for each man, but it typically includes cycling, running, swimming, weight training, etc. An active lifestyle helps to keep his body in good health. While his diet may not be immaculate, the ultimate warrior tries to withstand overindulging in unhealthy foods. Discipline is his friend. He eliminates fried, sugary, and other unhealthy foods, ingredients, and preparation from his diet. He understands that a poor diet can cause health troubles, and with poor health, he will be unable to be the protector. Psychologically, his mind is razor sharp. He has the ability to quickly notice when danger is near and react to such threatening situations accordingly. When circumstances or people challenge him, he remains strong-minded and focused on defeating the opposition that is presented to him. He's a man with a brave and courageous mind. An example of the ultimate warrior. The Spartan soldiers are the example of the ultimate warrior. For the Spartan soldiers, the process of becoming a warrior started at the age of 7. Taken from their parents, enduring rigorous physical and combat training, and forced to train, these soldiers sacrificed a lot to prepare for battle. Through training, they developed survival skills and the ability to tolerate a high level of pain. While in training, they were also schooled in strategizing and hunting. With so many great armies in history, there were very few that were more feared than the Spartans. That had a lot to do with their reputation for cultivating the minds and bodies of the phenomenal young soldiers. 1 garment a year was given to each future soldier, and that garment was a red cloak. The soldiers had to stay fit and in shape to utilize the same cloak all year. Footwear was only given to the Spartan boy once he graduated to the service. Sparta suggested that it would be better for their soldiers to have calluses on the bottom of their feet to prepare them to march long distances during wars. As you would imagine, being out of shape was looked down upon in Sparta. If a man didn't have a desire to improve his physical shape, it was possible that he could have been banished from Sparta. Although Sparta was a very strict city-state that demanded perfection from its soldiers, the expectation proved right because of their success for a long time period. For nearly 1,000 years, Sparta was able to protect itself from losing a battle that would cause the ancient Greece city-state to fall. Their soldiers were ultimate warriors indeed. The ultimate warrior positives. A Spartan soldier was very strong, ruthless, and dominant. He also possessed great discipline during relentless training. Spartan soldiers were also in great physical shape year-round and weren't allowed to be careless with their physical activity. They were specifically trained to protect their land, women, and children. They were specifically trained for war, well-trained mentally and physically. The Spartan soldiers were able to defeat armies much larger than their own. remaining loyal to one another even in the worst of times. The Ultimate Warriors possess supreme strength and loyalty. The Ultimate Warrior negatives. Every Spartan male was trained to become a soldier. However, there was still physical labor to be done in the city-state, outside of war, that required the strength of a male, and that work was done by the neighboring regions that Sparta conquered. Whenever Sparta defeated another region, they would enslave the people and use them to complete their physical labor, produce their goods, and perform their other tasks required of them. Instead of operating like the majority and trading with one another, Sparta prepared to take over. They believed that trading with others would make its government weak. Sparta lost a battle against the Thebes in 371 BC. This was a very detrimental loss for Sparta. Thebes were then able to free some of Sparta's slaves, and although Sparta was not completely defeated after this, they were unable to rise to the top again. This was mainly because their slave labor decreased after the Thebes set them free, and without the slave labor, the Sparta's farming and crops weren't producing like before. Spartans were physically strong and loyal amongst each other, but they didn't value community and interpersonal relationships. Instead of trading peacefully with others, they chose to take the land of their opponents after winning battles. Following defeat by the Thebes, Sparta never regained its dominance. Now that you have learned about the 3 different types of men that make up the gold standard male, it's time to learn about the gold standard male himself. With a combination of all 3 types of men, this well-rounded male possesses all the positive qualities of a businessman, a mild-mannered man, and an ultimate warrior. Like the businessman, he's very ambitious, driven, and financially astute. He educates himself on life topics and flourishes in business conversations, while always maintaining a cool, calm, and collective posture as he strategically plans and executes like a chess grandmaster. Like the mild-mannered man, the gold standard male has a genuine love for people. He is easy to talk to and develop authentic bonds with people from different backgrounds. He is very caring, but sometimes his kindness is taken advantage of. Like the ultimate warrior, the gold standard male stays in great physical shape. He doesn't overindulge in unhealthy foods and disciplines himself by staying active on a consistent basis in order to protect his family, friends, and loved ones. He is cunning and has a strategic mind for business like ghosts. However, he isn't disloyal to his family. He has a gentle demeanor and love for people like Norbert, but he isn't a pushover. He is physically strong and loyal to his family like the Spartans, but he doesn't neglect building relations with others simply because they're not part of his inner circle. This is a gold standard male, the gold standard male. I understand that men today don't rely heavily on developing fighting tactics and staying in great physical shape, unlike the times of ancient Greece. In fact, it's more common for professional athletes or those involved in a combat sport to stay fit. When it comes to battle in today's time, we have guns. And while I believe it's necessary to adjust with the times in order to be a reliable protector, when getting one, please go through your proper state procedures to get it legally. Then follow all safety protocols. If you are not familiar with handling a gun, please find someone who can educate you on it. This is only for protection in a daily threat situation. Please do not be careless with this form of protection. I challenge you to become a gold standard male. In fact, I urge you to become a bigger asset to your loved ones, your community, and the world. Be a leader, no matter if you're raising a family, working a 9-to-5, or performing an everyday task. Lead with excellence. Stay prepared as you help make the world a better place. Accept this challenge today and strive to become a man of gold standard status. Your existence is evidence that this generation needs something that your life contains. Dr. Miles Monroe. Chapter 2. Striving for sovereignty. Although having absolute sovereignty is impossible, you should aim to acquire as much as you can. Sovereignty is having the power to survive on your own while not being required to obey a higher authority for your survival. If it seems like you don't have any power or authority over your life, I advise you to work on ways to obtain it daily. Career mobility, or lack thereof, is an example of a man's grasp on sovereignty. According to a 2016 Forbes article about the cost of hating your job, spending years of your life working in a professional field that doesn't fulfill you can be detrimental to your psyche. You may become demotivated at work and in life because you're working a job that makes you feel restrained. This is an example of not exercising control. Studies show that career fulfillment comes when you're either working a job or pursuing a job that is aligned with something you enjoy doing. Fulfillment comes with purpose. Of course, many of us may have to start out with occupations that are not aligned with our purpose to make ends meet, but even so, we should never stop striving for the career we truly desire in order to gain sovereignty. Speaking of working, personal development is a daily intention. The same energy that puts into your physical work should be put into you working on yourself. Work on putting yourself in position to live the life you want to live. Work on finishing each task you start. A lot of times, we may start something, get halfway done with it, stop, and then go on to something else. You never know what the results might have been if you would have finished. If starting and stopping things is habitual for you, then practice flexing your discipline muscle. Without discipline and execution, it's going to be extremely difficult for you to accomplish goals. Choose to finish. One thing you have 100% sovereignty over is your actions and choices. So make the choice to finish tasks. Move through life with authority. As you journey through life, you must be a consistent seeker of knowledge. Understand that there is always something to learn, no matter the occupation you are in. Absorb all the knowledge that you can and transmute it into things that you really desire. Be a sponge. Soak up different things, places, and experiences. Of course, there are things you shouldn't absorb according to your moral compass and the law. However, be aware of the things that may benefit you in the future. Compartmentalize information and make conscious decisions. Outside of your occupation, you can learn from people, no matter if you meet them at the gyms, stores, or events. One of the best ways that a young man can learn is by listening to older men. They have years worth of experience. Usually when older men see a young man working hard to better himself, they will try to give the young man some insight. Know that the older men were once your age and have experienced things you have yet to experience. Getting tips from them can help you to avoid some of the mistakes they made. A conversation with the right older man can save you a lot of trouble along your journey. Having talent, being intelligent, and coming from a certain background is important for a young man who is chasing after his dreams and goals. Even with all these privileges, understand that he can't get there alone. I don't care where you go in this world, you will never find a successful man who can honestly say he did it all on his own. Now, with the knowledge that you've learned from life experiences and those you met along your journey, you must view it as tools in the toolbox. For instance, tools in the toolbox mean absolutely nothing if you don't use them. Tools are designed to help build something. Likewise, the knowledge that you acquire throughout your life are tools in your toolbox. It's there to help you build the kind of life that you want to have. Men who have a tremendous work ethic gain a level of sovereignty to live the life they're seeking. It takes a lot of minutes, hours, days, months, and years of hard work to manifest, but it's possible. I don't care how good technology gets or how easy quick income schemes are being consumed from different sources online. True success still comes from an old-fashioned work ethic. There's no way around it. Success that is achieved and sustained for a lifetime is built with a tremendous work ethic. Talent and network alone will not get you your desired results. The days will come when you don't feel like putting the work in to obtain your success. Going back to my main point, it's going to take hard work and discipline to combat lack of motivation. The harder the work you put into it, whatever you're going for, the tougher it will be for you to quit. Hard work brings a different mentality, a mentality that understands you come too far to quit. Its benefits begins to be revealed to you. With this mentality, you understand that you are a lot closer to success than you were when you first started. The hard days you once dreaded will become the days you enjoy the most. A man with a strong work ethic will surpass the man with only a strong talent. Prepare for pain. One thing that every man has in common with one another is that some type of pain will be felt along each of their journeys. No matter background, talent, or skill, you will experience some level of discomfort in life, especially those of you who are pushing to become the best version of yourselves. Nevertheless, be a man of character. Your character is developed through the painful moments you face while viewing them with the right perspective. You have to make up in your mind that you will push through no matter the circumstances. Sometimes, you have to decide this before you enter an uncomfortable situation. Never let the pain make you forget the feeling you had when you first started to pursue your aspirations. Keep that sense of invigoration toward life. There is no way to avoid pain as it is a part of the process. That said, prepare your mind for the pain you will face and allow it to work for your good. The art of patience. The most important things in life will not happen overnight. Time is required. Although instant results may seem good, prolonged results are more beneficial. Trying to overly rush your process will cause you to consistently make blunders in life. Patience, however, allows you to avoid many self-imposed blunders from rushing. Having patience isn't an easy thing, especially when you feel that you are ready for a certain person, place, or thing. You may feel like the things you are working for are still far away from you. You may also feel like others around you are achieving their goals while putting in less effort than you. These feelings usually come when patience isn't present anymore, and when you operate out of impatience, you're trying to rush and do anything you can to quickly get the results you are looking for. At least when you're patient, the virtue will allow you to develop the qualities needed to sustain success. Quick riches are more dangerous than poverty. Napoleon Hill. The best part about the vision you have for your journey is that you get to see it before anyone else does. Before it is revealed to the public eye, you have already dreamed it and felt the way it's going to feel once you are living in it. Don't ruin the vision by trying to explain it to everyone. When you're first starting out, only a small percentage of people will actually believe in you. For some men, no one will believe in you. That said, you're not doing yourself any justice by telling the wrong people your vision. With the inability to see the vision like you, people are more likely to say something negative about it. And you can't even blame them for doing so. You're seeing the world through a different lens. The vision that you have for your journey was instilled in you, and it must be protected at all costs. Avoid an oversized ego. As a man, you must avoid having an oversized ego. It's detrimental, it clouds your judgment, and it hinders your progress in life. Don't allow your ego to hold you back from the things you want. Keep your ego in check. It can be your downfall. Do this by separating yourself from the need to always be right. The ego loves to always prove a point. It never wants to stop until it feels as if it won the battle, which in most cases is just an illusion. As men, winning should be more important to us, but only for the necessary battles. We should be fighters, but we also need to make sure we are not fighting the wrong things. Fights that are driven by our ego are meaningless battles. For example, fighting to gain a certain social status is meaningless. Fighting to have the best physical appearance is meaningless. Fighting to obtain material possessions is meaningless. When you fight for said things and come up short, you're likely to become frustrated and maybe even depressed. By getting rid of your ego, you separate yourself from the need to fight for meaningless things. You may still want to obtain them, but with your ego in check, you are fulfilled whether or not they're in your possession. Stop approaching situations like, how well do I look? Or what can I get out of this? Try to make a habit of asking questions like, can I serve someone or something else? Or am I able to give something that can be beneficial to someone else? Your ego drives you to do things that may make you feel defeated, like seeking validation. Sometimes, not trying to be seen or heard actually allows things to happen for you organically. Free yourself of your own ego. An oversized ego is the downfall for a lot of men. Don't let it be your downfall. Honing your craft. Whatever your craft is, it requires discipline in order to hone it. Your craft could be carpentry, automotive repair, sports, barbering, martial arts, writing, entertainment, sales, etc. There's a plethora of trades in the job market, and no matter how well you become at your craft, there's always something else you can learn about it. Even in mastering your craft, you must continue to think of ways to get better. When you truly hone your craft, you subconsciously give yourself more opportunities that you wouldn't have been presented with otherwise. By completely mastering a craft and then continuing to learn more, you are now in position to educate others. Even more expansively, you could open your own business. The automotive technician can open up his own auto shop. The barber can open up his own barber shop. The carpenter can open up his own carpentry company. The salesman can create a course for others to gain knowledge in sales. Athletes can potentially become instructors or coaches in their particular sport. A writer may create a piece of work that someone wants to use on screen. The list goes on and on. Another way to hone your craft is to surround yourself with those who have the same craft. Don't compare yourself to them, but observe and learn. You may not be as good at some things that they are, but then again, you may be really good at some things that they aren't particularly good at. By being in the midst of like-minded peers, you are able to learn from each other's strengths and weaknesses. The outside looking in has the ability to see mistakes you're unable to see, and vice versa. No matter the mastery level, you must always be open to learning more while honing your craft. Never get too high, never get too low. As you apply the principles and disciplines from this book to your life, your gold standard male status will begin to elevate drastically. More positive things will happen for you, as you will be presented with better opportunities. The challenge and mindset shifts will slowly become your reality. Some people will show you love while praising you and giving you the respect you deserve. However, some people may give you very harsh criticism, subjective or objective. As a man, it is important for you to never get too high on the love, praises, and respect you receive from others, and never get too low on the harsh criticism. Your job is to find a balance between both of the responses. This way, your mental state will be at ease as you journey towards success. It's the same approach you must have even with your greatest achievements and worst failures. Ongoing achievements can be damaging to your character if they are not managed properly. Becoming too full of your success can cause you to become very relaxed and comfortable, which takes away from your work ethic. The same work ethic that got you to success is necessary to maintain success and/or become even more successful. And on the opposite end of the spectrum, failure is meant to be temporal. Don't stay there too long. Once failure occurs, analyze from the point that allows you to see what you could have done differently. Don't get so caught up in the failure that you constantly complain about it. Again, stay in the middle ground area because success is always after failure. No matter what, never get too high and never get too low. Take on the mentality of the eagle. There are over 10,000 different species of birds, and the eagle is known as the king of the skies. Eagle symbolizes freedom and power. Taking on the mentality of the eagle will help you to obtain sovereignty in your life. The below-mentioned principles regarding the eagle-like mentality are widely known, but I give my interpretation of the benefits. Although there have been debates on whether or not these principles are facts of nature, I would like for you to look past the facts and internalize the principles because of the lessons they display. 1. The vision of the eagle. The eagle has excellent vision and concentration. The eagle has the ability to spot its prey from more than 3 miles away. Even if the prey is camouflaged, the eagle will still be able to spot it. Once the eagle has its eyes set on its prey, it doesn't take them off until it's captured it. The eagle's focus is only on the goal at hand. Distractions are blocked out. Interpretation. The vision that you have for your life needs to be the most important thing. Your dreams and goals need to be vivid despite your current circumstances. Focus so deeply on your success that your mind blocks out all distractions. Develop the skill of distracting yourself from distractions. 2. The love that the eagle has for the storm. When it rains or other birds seek shelter, the eagle gets excited for the storm even before it starts. It loves the storm because it gives the eagle an opportunity to grow stronger. The eagle actually uses the storm's wind to rise above it. Once it rises above the storm, it glides. Interpretation. While others go through life running from any sign of adversity, you should welcome it. Understand that anytime you defeat the odds, there's an opportunity to grow from it. Whenever you go through a storm in life, know that you have a chance to become a stronger, more powerful man. 3. Eagles fly solo. Eagles are solitary creatures. You will never catch an eagle flying with other birds. They have different flight patterns than other birds. The only occasion you can spot an eagle flying with another eagle is when the parents are feeding their young and when the male and female are in the process of mating. Generally, the eagle flies solo. Interpretation. Be wary of those you are accompanied by. It's extremely important to surround yourself with the right kind of people. Be sure to avoid the negative individuals you come across. And when you encounter those negative types, rise above. Like the eagle rises to higher altitudes away from other birds. Remember that certain people are unable to survive at higher heights and will fall back down. It's better to be in solitude than surrounded by constant negativity. 4. The rebirth of the eagle. As an eagle gets older, the talons that they use to grab their prey becomes weak. Their feathers become old and thick. This makes their wings heavy and difficult to fly with. The eagle's beak becomes bent and worn as well. When these life-threatening circumstances occur, the eagle goes far away in the mountains alone. While in the mountains, it puts itself through a painful process. The eagle knocks its bent beak against the rock until it breaks, and it waits until the beak grows back to use it to pull out the old talons. Once the new talons grow back, they are used to pluck out the eagle's old thick feathers. Once the feathers grow back, the eagle takes flight much stronger than before. On your journey to success, there will be a time when you're going to have to do what you don't want to do in order to get where you want to go. Having the ability to endure and withstand during life's most painful moments is necessary for success. Likewise, the inability to embrace pain or to view it with the right perspective is detrimental to your journey. You must be willing to put yourself through uncomfortable circumstances, knowing that the end result will make you a better man. 5. Eagles don't scavenge. While many other birds are known to be scavengers, eagles will only eat the fresh prey that it captures itself. Once the eagle has captured and eaten its prey, that's the end for that meal. The next meal that they eat will be fresh and after a new hunt. Each time the eagle eats, a successful hunt must have taken place prior. Interpretation. Remember always to be thankful but never satisfied. As success comes to you, prohibit yourself from falling into complete contentment. Appreciate your past success, but don't linger there for too long. Keep a hunter's mindset. In order to eat today, you must first complete the hunt. 6. Preparation of the eagle. Eagles create uncomfortable circumstances for their young when it's time for them to learn to fly. The nest that they have once built for their young will become a preparation tool for them. While the young eagles are in the nest, the adult eagles will begin to detach some of the materials that are holding the nest together. Little by little, the adult eagles will take the nest away. Eventually, the young eagles will only be left to rely on their own wings, prepared for them to fly. Interpretation. Understand that too much time in your comfort zone will prohibit your growth. In life, it's usually the times when you're the most uncomfortable that the greatest amount of growth is taking place in you. No man can ever raise his hand and say that he has achieved great success without going through a period of discomfort. Take away the nest and rely on your own wings. Sex energy is the creative energy of all geniuses. There never has been and never will be a great leader, builder, or artist lacking in the driving force of sex. Napoleon Hill. Chapter 3. Practicing sexual discipline. Nowadays, if you ask someone about teenage boys or men in general who masturbate, the majority of society would agree that it's a completely normal activity without any side effects. This activity that so many believe to be harmless is in fact one of the most physically and mentally harmful habits a male can indulge himself in. Every time a man releases semen from his body, he is depleting himself of several nutrients, vitamins, and minerals. His vital energy is deeply connected with the components made up in his semen. When released constantly, a man's vital energy will be negatively impacted. When a man controls his sexual energy and retains his semen, he will reap tremendous benefits. A man that takes on the challenge of gaining control of his sexual urges will strengthen himself both mentally and physically. Notice I refer to the restraint as a challenge, because that's exactly what it is. Most men would look at you crazy if you told them you were abstaining from masturbation and or sexual activities. But you're not most men. You're a gold standard male. I know this because you're reading this book. Nonetheless, let's learn more about a man's sexual energy and how his ability or lack thereof to control it will be pivotal for his success in life. According to Swami Sivananda's practice of brahmacharya, The side effects of constantly releasing semen are testosterone deficiency, creative energy decrease, loss of vitamins and nutrients, lower immune system. As I mentioned before, there are benefits to retaining your seed and not overindulging in sex. The opposite of this will set you back and cause you great troubles along the way. According to Chapter 5 of the Practice of Bromochondria, 2 different ingredients in semen are zinc and testosterone. Depleting your body of zinc and testosterone can cause major health troubles. Having very low levels of zinc can lead to a weakened immune system, digestive problems, hair loss, dry skin, acne breakouts, and other symptoms. The testosterone hormone that is lost when you're constantly releasing your semen is important. Take a moment to ask yourself, if my semen has the power to create another human being, what will happen if I retain this power? I will answer that question later in the chapter. Testosterone makes a man a man. As a matter of fact, it's actually the deficiency of the zinc you lose that causes your testosterone to drop when the semen is released. When this domino effect occurs, a man is in for a few health struggles. Some of the most commonly known symptoms of having low testosterone are weight gain, depression, loss of muscle, or if you're trying to gain muscle, it makes it tougher, and fatigue. Other key nutrients that are lost include potassium, vitamin C, calcium, and magnesium. Now on the mental side effects. Failing to control your sexual urges will leave you with a cloudy mind. By constantly ejaculating from masturbation or having sex, you're depleting yourself of creative energy. This is the same energy needed to start businesses, serve communities, protect families, and so on. So take a minute and think about it. You know how you feel right after you reach an orgasm and ejaculate? It's a great feeling, but minutes after, you have no energy to do anything. By constantly releasing your semen, you're draining yourself of your innate ambition by way of energy loss. The benefits to retaining your semen include energy levels. A good amount of time to see improvement in your energy levels is usually about 2 weeks of retaining. The longer you keep a streak of retaining, the better. Your hair will grow. Your skin will become clearer and smoother. You will gain confidence due to your body keeping your high levels of testosterone. Having high testosterone levels naturally makes men more confident, which may result in becoming a better communicator. When you're confident, you have a drive and ambition for the things you're pursuing in life. And if the things you're trying to accomplish require a tedious completion process, then your confidence will likely allow you to carry out your goals until the end. According to a 2015 SciPost article, a man's persistence will increase when his testosterone levels are high. You will notice his ability to think straight in high-pressure situations, as they will become more natural to him. High testosterone levels also make it easier for men to gain muscle if they're weight training. Their immune system will be strong so they won't get sick as often. They'll have the perseverance to stay on their mission when they're discouraged. Fear won't be able to overtake men as much because they'll gain the mental strength to overcome it. Men who practice sexual discipline can use it to their benefit physically and creatively. Oftentimes, nature reveals a direct correlation to life. Let's look at the mating process of the male and female ant. The male ant seed is so strong that after mating one time with the female ant, he will die. In other words, the male ant seed is so powerful that it causes him death when released. Fun fact, the French actually calls ejaculation petite mort, which means little death. I digress. Like the example of the mating ants, every time men ejaculate on a somewhat daily basis, they are killing themselves slowly. Rickson Gracie, who is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and undefeated mixed martial artist, talked about wasting a lot of vital energy when having sex. Weeks before fights, he abstains from any sexual activity. In his documentary, Choke, a Rickson Gracie documentary, the Jiu-Jitsu master says that racing horses, until they stop racing, are virgins. It's when they stop racing, they start reproduction. Even with other species, the power of sexual energy is real. Take a cue from celebrities such as Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, and Kevin Gates. This will build your discipline muscle. I'm not saying to withhold sex for a lifetime, but choose periods of retaining your semen. And if you feel like you can't control the urges, I suggest you participate in new hobbies to feel a similar feeling to ejaculation. Take a self-defense course, run, weightlift, or even pick up an instrument. Use your physical and mental energy elsewhere. This is the best time to go after your professional and or personal goals. The sexual energy you retain will transmute to other parts of your life. So please don't retain your seed and be non-productive. Redirect that energy so you can become the best version of yourself. The greatness of a man is not in how much wealth he acquires, but in his integrity and his ability to affect those around him positively. Chapter 4. Valuing yourself as a man. One of the most beneficial things a man can do for himself and those around him is value himself. This means that he's aware his value isn't attached to anything of financial income, cars, houses, or any other monetary things. Instead, his value is connected to his character. It's the character he possesses that allows him to get these things as he pleases. Unfortunately, there's a great deal of men in today's society who do not value themselves. Nevertheless, the men who do value themselves advance in life. This man has rules and principles that he abides by. He carries himself in a way that garners the respects of others. It's not done by force or intimidation, but those around him can feel his aura when he walks in the room. Here are 6 traits of a man who values himself. 1. Integrity. He has maintained a high level of integrity throughout his life. This isn't a conditioned trait, meaning he doesn't just display integrity when he feels like it. He values having integrity despite the nature of a situation, whether in public or in private. He lives by the set of beliefs, and his actions are aligned with them. When he makes a mistake, he takes full responsibility. He keeps his word, remains honest, and is pure-hearted. 2. Confidence. Whether in the height of success or in the midst of failure, he remains confident. With his shoulders back and chin slightly up, he's sure of his speech and vernacular and takes time with his words while looking people in the eye when speaking. No matter who he's around or no matter the difficulty of the situation, he trusts the process of life and knows everything is going to be good in the end. He puts his best foot forward in all aspects. 3. Boundaries. He has a strict set of personal boundaries, like not allowing people to treat him disrespectfully. He rarely crosses those boundaries and will check this behavior by letting the disrespectful person know it will not be tolerated. He doesn't get really loud or draw a lot of attention to situations. His calm yet serious demeanor is respected. 4. Well-groomed. He is well-groomed and has great personal hygiene. The clothing he chooses to wear is clean, neat, and well-fitted. This man also wears cologne, in which it varies. There is a more sweet, youthful scent, and then there's a more mature, masculine scent. He may even have a combination of both in his arsenal. He takes pride in looking and smelling good. 5. Knowledgeable. Unlike those who mature into adults and become increasingly closed-minded, he maintains a flexible mind. While having reasoning powers of an adult, but still having the curiosity of an adolescent boy, he continues to pursue knowledge. 6. Finisher. When he starts a task, he finishes it. He understands that to be a winner, he must be a finisher. His focus is on finishing what he started because not knowing what could have happened with a completed task is mentally agonizing. By priding himself on being a finisher, he subconsciously unlocks greater opportunities for himself. There's a process to valuing yourself, and to that I say, respect the process. Understand that while you are not at your full potential, continue to work on yourself daily as your value will increase over time. The trials and tribulations that you go through will add value to your life. It's in the process that will make you gain the necessary tools needed for your future. The experiences, pain, misfortunes, and failures will allow you to develop a stronger character. And the strength of your character is connected to your ability to maintain success. Even if your talent get you to a certain level of success without the right character, staying successful isn't possible. While your talent may allow you to achieve success, your character is necessary to keep you there. A strong character is present in a man of value. Embrace the fact that you are not like anyone else. You may have grown up in the same communities as your peers, gone to the same schools, and even participate in the same extracurricular activities as children. But you have different qualities, thinking processes, and life paths. Don't conform just so you don't seem odd to others. Your uniqueness is what makes you special, and things that are special are valuable. So embrace the fact that your journey isn't going to look like everyone else's. Your career success in life is not going to be like everyone else's. It's going to look like the way you're supposed to look. Value your uniqueness and embrace your journey. A gem cannot be polished without friction. nor a man perfected without trials. Chapter 5. Handling Adversity. In his lifetime, every man will face some form of adversity. Some adversities will be seen before occurring, while others will occur by surprise. The way a man handles adversity is a testament to his character. It's important to note that some men go through adversity, never seem to be the same afterward. Examples of this are in professional sports. There are professional athletes who've had great success in their sport, and after experiencing unexpected and/or unfortunate loss, they never seem to perform like they once did. They become depressed and hopeless, and think their difficult season is the end. They get so attached to their current circumstance that they don't have a vision for a brighter future. Contrastingly, there's the other group of men who go through life's adversities with the right perspective, while learning lessons along the way. These men utilize lessons to not only become better men, but also to pour the knowledge of the lessons into others around them. Here are two different examples of men when dealing with adversity. 1. The pessimistic man. He lacks the ability to see the positives of any situation. When things are going badly, he believes they will not get any better, but worse. When things are going well, he anticipates that something bad will happen shortly after. Having this mindset prohibits him from having genuine happiness. By constantly believing the worst will happen, it not only negatively impacts his life, but other lives. Others usually won't want to do business with the pessimistic. People are repelled by his negative comments, perspective, and energy. Things seem to never get better for him, as he chooses only to see the negative. Without positive thinking for the future, the pessimistic man isn't able to fully take advantage of adversity. Even when adversity subsides, he experiences little to no growth and is unable to extract the hidden lessons from the hardship. 2. The optimistic man. Unlike the pessimistic man, when adversity is thrown at him, he views it as an opportunity to learn and grow. He fights to see the beauty in the worst of situations, while still feeling the pain and discomfort that everyone else feels during challenging times. He endures with the future in mind. He knows that things will not only be better on the other side of adversity, but overcoming difficulty will serve a greater purpose than just himself. Learning the lessons from his trials, he uses wisdom to help others. His positive outlook on life attracts people to him. They will want to do business with him and/or enjoy his company because of his positive energy. The optimistic man goes far in life because of the positive aura he emits in the world. Men, I challenge you to remain optimistic when faced with any level of adversity. Do not allow your mishaps to make you give up on life. Understand that adversities you experience are not solely about you. Know that someone is always depending on you and watching how you carry yourself when trouble arises. Your behavior can either be inspiring or dispiriting. Embrace adversity and find a way to add value to the world. The farmer's mindset. A farmer has a mindset that I believe we all can learn from. To have a successful farmer's mind, you must be able to properly handle adversity on a consistent basis. Farmers are patient, disciplined, committed, and resilient. All of these qualities are necessary for a farmer to successfully nurture their land and animals. The farmer understands that everything comes in seasons. For example, there is a planting season. During this time, a lot of planning and preparation must be done to have a successful harvest. Farmers must prepare the best quality of soil for the planting season. The quality and health of the soil will have a huge impact on the production of the crops. The better the quality and healthier the soil, the better chance it will produce the best crops as possible. Unique seeds must be planted during this season, seeds that best fit their specific harvest date. These seeds must be selected and planted at a certain time in order to reach maturity before the harvest dates arrive. This allows the plant to have the appropriate time to develop. During this season, the farmer must ensure that the seeds are given the proper micronutrients needed. All of the planting equipment must be inspected before use and repaired, if necessary. Farmers have the responsibility of tending to farm animals as well as soil. Animals are essential for a lot of the physical labor. Farmers depend on them to help pull the plow and drag around different wagons. Even though the farmer does all of the necessary things to have success when the harvest arrives, sometimes while waiting, they may experience a drought, This is when it doesn't rain and crops doesn't get the necessary nutrients to produce more healthy crops. Sometimes a flood may occur in the area and annihilate all of the crops that were planted during the planting season. No matter the reason, there are times when the farmer is forced to start the entire planting process over again, believing that harvest time will come eventually. In life, there is a season and time for everything. Each season of our lives requires us to do different things. As we set long-term goals, we must understand that the battle is not won when we conquer the goals. The rewards of the harvest are accomplished well before the season. We set ourselves up for the win. During the times of planning and preparation, we must gather the best quality soil. Metaphorically speaking, the soil is the knowledge and willpower needed for the success of our long-term goals. The more knowledge and willpower we have, the better the chances that we will accomplish our goals. Understanding our desires gives us the ability to properly do what is needed to obtain them. Willpower ensures that our actions will move forward our long-term goals rather than the short-term reward. While going through the seasons and waiting on our so-called harvest day, it's important to be patient, disciplined, committed, and resilient like the farmer. Without these aforementioned qualities, men are likely to abort the mission before making it to the long-term goal. Even when the best preparation and planning, it's possible for an unexpected situation to occur and wipe out every strategy. But like the farmer, we must be willing to start the entire process over again, knowing that one day we will have a season to harvest our rewards. Men, we must have a certain level of accountability for ourselves and our adversities. Granted, some adversities will be out of our control and handled only when presented to us, but some adversities we are responsible for. Growing up in a substandard environment and experiencing childhood traumas is mostly out of our control. But if we are doing things that we know are not elevating our life, then that is our responsibility. Examples include putting things in our body that aren't healthy, committing crimes, scamming our way into money, etc. Let's not sweep this under the rug and act as if all the decisions we make are immaculate. Some decisions we make can be careless and cause more ruckus in our lives than we had before. That said, accountability is our best course corrective. By choosing to be accountable for our own decisions and consequences, we can learn and grow from an experience instead of repeating mistakes. While personal accountability is extremely important, accountability from those closest to us is just as important. Oftentimes, in the news, you will see professional athletes, movie stars, and music artists going through some of the most irrational personal experiences, like getting released from a professional sports team or getting in trouble with the law. In these examples, our close peers may be able to see things in us that we can't see in ourselves, which may have caused us to make poor decisions in the first place. You and your core group of friends should hold each other accountable. This benefits everyone in your circle. That said, it seems like celebrities don't have anyone holding them accountable for their actions. Maybe there are a lot of yes men in their core group of friends. Examine the people closest to you. Assess if there are individuals who complain about adversities they put themselves in as if they aren't responsible. If everyone in your group seems to be okay with how everyone else is complaining and handling their situation, your group isn't maturing. In fact, the only thing that can happen is repeated cycles of adversity for all parties involved. You must be accountable for your own actions as well as the actions of those closest to you as they are accountable to you. Respect your mission. Respect your mission so deeply that the pain or frustration from its difficulty won't make you quit. When you respect your mission, you value the journey that's required to complete it. You're aware that the journey brings the wisdom. The mission you are on isn't only about you. As mentioned before, someone is always watching you. It could be your brothers, sisters, cousins, aunts, uncles, peers, strangers, or even your own parents. And if you have a spouse and or kids, they will be watching you as well. Therefore, if you give up on your mission during the challenging times, that may give reason to those who are watching you to do the same. However, if you push through, you'll give whoever may be watching a great example of a finisher. This may create a spark in them to complete their own mission whenever they're faced with adversity. The inspiration will be cyclical. Adapt while on your mission. When a man is on a long-term or lifetime type mission to impact the world, he will never get there by going in a straight line. The road to success is not possible without adaptability. Without it, you will be stopped doing the first real challenge presented to you. You must learn to adapt to challenges and have them work in your favor. This is different for everyone because no one's journey is exactly the same. Some may have similar journeys or similar experiences within their journeys, but there aren't any identical missions. Your duty as a man is to adapt to whatever the situation is at hand and not allow it to deter you from your mission. Recycle your pain. A lot of times in life, we can get overwhelmed and stuck in our present situation. These are the days when it feels like everything that could go wrong goes wrong. It feels like you are about to tap out and give up on the things you've been sacrificing and working hard for. These are the days you must recycle your pain. You must think back to your past and revisit and remember the times when you first started your mission. Remember how hungry you were for it. Remember when it was only you who believed in you. Remember the sacrifices you put in. Remember the long nights, early mornings, money invested, etc. Remember the failures that you secretly battled with alone. You made it through everything for a reason. Now recycle the pain that you felt when you were making your sacrifices. Come back with the hunger you felt when you first started and no one believed in you. Bring that old you back, who did the work without making excuses. Draw on the feelings you felt back then when you faced adversity, and use those feelings as a driving force to push through present difficulty. Recycle your pain. Respect the game of life. You cannot cheat this game of life, so don't try. What you get out of life is fully dependent on the work you put in. You can't wish and pray for things more than you are willing to work for them. It doesn't work like that. Once you truly set out to complete certain goals, you will be tested. Life is very complex that way. You'll have to adjust. Life will present obstacles to you, even if you are putting the necessary work in. There's no way around it. The obstacles you will face are designed for you to overcome them, and in the process of doing so, you'll become a stronger man. Be a man who enjoys going through obstacles because he knows he will be stronger after overcoming them. Don't cut any corners. When a man cuts corners, he takes away opportunities to become stronger. Instead, respect the game of life. Life is too short to spend it at war with yourself. Ritu Gadaria. Chapter 6. Enjoying life. Sometimes, we men spend so much time working and thinking about goals that we overlook life itself. Getting captured by the hustle and bustle can make you miss out on life's true beauty. Meaningful leisure is just as necessary as the working effort you put into achieving your goals. Constantly chasing goals in order to achieve happiness can sometimes have the opposite effect. Chasing happiness can make us unhappy. Finding the balance between work and leisure is how to enjoy life. And here are 5 tips to help you better enjoy it. 1. Don't worry about the past or future. The present moment is the most important moment, and you should learn to prioritize it. The past is already written in stone, and unless you're extracting lessons, learned or positive experience from your past, you shouldn't worry about it. The same goes for your future. It's important to prepare and plan for your future, but you shouldn't worry too much about it. Having a vision for your future is important. However, you must be able to bring yourself back to the present. Be thankful for where you are while on your journey. 2. Do the things you want to do. The best way to enjoy your life is to do the things that bring you happiness. Don't settle for a job or stay in the area you're unhappy with. As we live our lives, we should live it to the fullest potential. So go into the job field that brings you joy. Travel and move to places you like or can see yourself living in. Do the activities that excites you. Live a life that is self-pleasing. 3. Appreciate the small wins. Our journeys consist of wins and losses, ups and downs, and trials and tribulations. It's important that we appreciate the small wins. Even while our minds might be set on the large rewards we're seeking, it can be frustrating to know we are so far from our desired rewards. But we must be thankful to meet each day with a new opportunity to start again. And let's not minimize a new start with good health. Having the ability to hear, see, taste, smell, and touch is a blessing. Being able to work and make a livable income is a blessing. The small wins you appreciate daily are essential for the large wins you will obtain in the future. 4. Go at your pace. Never let anyone speed up or slow down your process. Understand that your journey is unique. Your success in life may not come as fast as others, or contrastly, it may come faster than others. The point is to go at your pace. Avoid the need to rush your process because you see others gaining success before you. On the same note, avoid the need to slow down your success because others aren't experiencing theirs yet. Don't rush, don't delay. Keep going at your pace. 5. Recognize there is an end date. We're all going to face death one day, and no one has the ability to foresee how it's going to happen for them. All we know is that it will happen, and the only thing we can do is to respect it. Respect death so much that it drives you to love being alive. Be kind and caring, like the mild-mannered man. Understand that your physical characteristics will fade away one day, and what will remain is the quality of your spirit. Gratitude is a key principle for complete success in life, which translates to happiness, peace, love, and complete fulfillment in every area. Instead of trying to desperately understand why a misfortune or a negative thing had or has to happen, you'll instead understand that things could be a lot worse. This understanding will bring you a sense of peace and won't strip you of your happiness. A man with complete fulfillment in life is a man who understands his purpose. Having gratitude for that purpose will allow him to act toward it. Unfortunately, many people will never truly identify their life's purpose. Knowingly, when a man is grateful for identifying his life will feel fulfilled. Why? Because his purpose will serve as something greater than just himself. Draw your gratitude from within. Take yourself back to when you might have lacked some of the things you have now. Remember that you are able to do things now that you couldn't do in the past. Don't get caught up in the distance away from your destination, that you overlook the distance you come from your starting point. The principle of gratitude is needed to become your best self. For many men, we are taught since our adolescent years to forgive people, because everyone is prone to making mistakes. As kids, we had arguments with other kids about petty disputes while playing with one another. We will argue for 10 minutes and be the best of friends within the next 5 minutes. Men typically grow up the same way we show grace to other kids. However, we also need to show grace to ourselves. It's so easy to fall into the habit of constantly beating yourself up after making mistakes. Sometimes we are harder on ourselves than those around us, which is how it should be. However, there is a balance to it. Failures are a part of life, and it's okay to feel bad and a little upset when failure happens, as it means you're not content. But you shouldn't beat yourself up over and over again. Remember, long-term contentment prohibits your growth. And as a man, you should always be growing in one area or another. We must show ourselves grace despite our past mistakes. We must remember that we are human. Dwelling on failures withholds you from moving on and learning from bad experiences. By developing the ability to give yourself grace, you will have the freedom to enjoy life instead of beating yourself up for things that no longer serve you. Grace yourself room to grow. The greatest tragedy in life is not death, but a life without a purpose. Miles Monroe. Chapter 7. Honoring the Creator. You may obtain power, status, and money along with many other luxuries that life has to offer. But you must understand that there's a higher power getting you through life's journey. As a man, you are a creation. Just like the planets, sun, moon, trees, etc. Every creation has a creator, and you being a creation means you have a specific purpose to be fulfilled while you're on earth. Just like all the other creations the creator created, you are here to be a benefit to another creation. The most important part of life is serving something or someone other than yourself. To be of service to others means you are honoring the creator. Being of service to others can come in many different ways, such as being a father to your kids, speaking positivity, mentoring others if you are in a position to do so, lending a helping hand to those in need, and more. Being of service to others can also mean that you're actively working toward becoming your best self. By doing so, it may jumpstart others to do the same. Honoring the Creator means you are operating in your gifts and talents that were given to you at birth. By paying them forward, you are not only honoring those gifts, but you are honoring the gift giver. We are not here to just live a life of eating, working, sleeping, entertaining ourselves occasionally. Our existence is necessary for the improvement of the lives of one another. A man chasing a dream may think that his dream only belongs to him. The vision he has for his life may very well only be visible to him while in pursuit to live it out. However, by him pursuing the vision for his life, he will automatically be connected to others that are pursuing their own vision as well. For example, a man having a dream to be an actor may one day accomplish that goal and work with the man who dreamed of becoming a movie director. A man living his dream of being a professional photographer may take the pictures of someone who dreamt of being a professional model. A man who dreamt of becoming a pilot may be flying someone across the world who dreamt of traveling. We all have goals that we think are completely independent, but this is not the way the Creator made us. We are creatures that are made to communicate and share with one another. Never believe that you were created with no purpose in life. That doesn't even come from a logical thought process. If you have thoughts or had thoughts of such in the past, it's purely emotional. Your purpose may not be revealed to you right away, and you may have to go through plenty of experiences to pinpoint what it is. But I strongly believe you possess a purpose that is needed in the world. If you follow a religion or doctrine, or just have a certain set of beliefs linked to a creator, then you more than likely understand that there's a higher power orchestrating the dynamics of the universe. The physical realm is not the only thing that deserves our attention. There's a power that is guiding us and getting us through life, and it's a lot greater than each man on this earth. Without acknowledging this, a true understanding of humanity can never be fully reached. Honor your assignment. Every man has a life's assignment. To others, the victory over his trials and tribulations may appear like an easy task for him. They may think they couldn't have done what he did. Overcoming difficulty may seem impossible. Nevertheless, the same man they're watching overcome may feel similarly about another man's triumph. That's because every man has a specific assignment, and it may seem unreachable to another. But don't fret, because the Creator has equipped all men with qualities needed to complete his unique assignment. That's the reason why other men wouldn't be able to handle your adversity. It's not their assignment. The necessary power to obtain the life you want is already within you. The Creator may have created you, but the Creator also gives you the power to create the life you want for yourself. Never make the mistake of asking or praying to the Creator for the things you want without putting in the effort to obtain it. Even with the power you are instilled with by the Creator, you still need to strengthen your gifts and talents in order to give them to the world. The Creator doesn't give you gifts and talents solely for making money and living a lavish life. Sure, the Creator will bless you and take care of you, but it's more about the legacy you'll leave than the money you'll make. Your duty as a gold standard male is to make a positive impact on people, places, and things. Every man will face the day when he is judged by the Creator on the way he lived his life and the things he did with his time. Try your best to live a life that will be pleasing to the Creator. Outro. Kudos to you for reaching the end of this book. I hope the Gold Standard Male reiterated the value of manhood. Your worth as a man here on earth is not to just make money, turn up, and have sex. You are more than that. What you have inside of you is vital for the improvement of the world. No matter what anyone tells you, know that when a great man leaves his family will too become great. And when great families meet other great families, this cultivates a great community. And when a great community meets another, the process of making a better nation is in the works. Great nations meeting other great nations have no choice but to make a greater world. Men, please understand that what you hold inside of you is necessary for the world. Do away with anything holding you back from your purpose in life. Examples: overindulging in sex or sexual content, playing video games, partying, drinking alcohol, etc. Notice I said do away with overindulging in these activities, meaning the occasional partaking in these activities isn't as detrimental as doing something consistently. Continuously indulging in these behaviors or similar ones throughout your years will keep you drifting in life. In other words, you would not really be living, you would be existing. If you're drifting in life consistently, then you don't have the vision of the eagle. Your mind is so cluttered with non-productive activities that it's impossible for you to fully keep sight of your purpose. And as I've mentioned in previous chapters, striving for your purpose will give you a sense of fulfillment in life. Remember, as a gold standard male, you must have the qualities of the businessman, the mild-mannered man, and the ultimate warrior, while being able to use them as needed. Don't overcommit to the qualities of one type and neglect the others. Life will present circumstances that require each of the qualities. By being flexible, you will train your mind to adapt to unique situations accurately. Without flexibility, you will limit yourself to things that you can't handle. And as a man, you should be able to handle adversity within your control. A gold standard male must keep integrity. Throughout this book, you've read many principles, disciplines, and lessons that, if used, can transform your life and the way you view manhood. Even so, you can't reach the best version of yourself without integrity. Above all else, a gold standard male must possess integrity. Without it, a man cannot fully grasp the information here. A man lacks honesty if he lacks integrity. Without honesty, a man doesn't have the authentic ability to look himself in the mirror, see his flaws, and identify what he needs to work on. At the gold standard male's core, he is someone who always has honest reflection about himself. By doing this, he understands that he isn't perfect and that there's always something he can work on improving. With integrity, you will subconsciously encourage others around you to become their best selves. Hopefully, the gold standard male has revealed a different way to view life while stressing the importance of humility. It's beneficial to have a cool personality, not in the sense of being in the in crowd, but in the sense of having the coolness no matter where you are physically, financially, mentally, and emotionally. I hope you're able to share dialogue with people from all backgrounds without angering easily or changing yourself to fit in. Remember, you shouldn't get too high or too low. You should stay in the middle ground area. Train yourself to not allow emotions to make you respond in ways you are not proud of. Feel the feels, but don't let your actions be driven by your emotions. To the young men reading this book who decided to become a gold standard male, you may ask yourself where to start. And my suggestion would be to start with sexual discipline. Why? Because I believe it is the most detrimental or beneficial practice depending on a man's control or lack thereof. I also believe that every man should go through a phase where he practices sexual discipline by abstaining from intercourse or any other sexual engagements. This discipline is a transformational phase that will help a man grow, and it will result in a man having more control over his actions. If you're at a place in your life where you want to make a change for the better, but you don't know where to start with abstaining from sex and sexual content. If you control yourself sexually, you can control yourself, period. AC Green. My suggestion is to be a finisher. As I mentioned before, a man never experiences the true beauty of life until he finishes something. Winners are finishers. Focus on finishing each task that you set out to do in your daily life so that finishing becomes habitual for you. Things left undone rarely bring any type of fortune or victory. Lastly, I suggest that you be intentional about the company you keep around you. If your goal is to become a gold standard male, be like the eagle, who is very deliberate about who he flies with. They either fly with another eagle or alone. Similarly, you must be deliberate about those you hang out with. If you're constantly trying to elevate yourself as a man, hang with those who are not heading in a positive direction or may be content with where they are in life without trying to improve themselves will prohibit your growth. Don't try to force yourself to hang out with people you know that are not on the same frequency as you. Hanging around the wrong type of company is oftentimes worse than being alone. That said, the friends you grew up with may be the company you need to separate yourself from. Things change. I'm not suggesting that you only surround yourself with people who are in the same occupational field as you. I'm merely suggesting that you hang around people who have a mindset of improving themselves daily, whether it's professionally, physically, spiritually, or emotionally. As a man on a mission, you need to hang with those who are also on a mission, a purpose-driven mission. When men have clear goals, they have principles and disciplines they abide by, while also conducting themselves in a positive masculine way. Principles and disciplines can be shared amongst men in close circles. Therefore, surrounding yourself with the right people is pivotal for your success in life. The Gold Standard Male is a guide to inform all readers that being a man comes with a great level of responsibility. My passion about manhood is the result of my societal observance. I see and have seen a lot of unmotivated and uninspired men who could use a little push for their future benefit. While some men may do things that bring them immediate gratification but hurts them in the long run, there is a percentage of men who are willing to push past immediate discomfort in order to impact their families, peers, and communities in the long run. This percentage of men is small, but I hope my book will change that. And to those who do decide to accept the challenge to become a gold standard male, my theory is that you will go far in life. My desire is for you to become an all-around better version of yourself. It's for you to understand that your journey is uniquely designed, and no one else is privy to the vision you see for yourself. I hope you honor the gifts and talents that you are blessed with and use them to financially take care of yourself, your family, and most importantly, the generation behind you. A person's most useful asset is not a head full of knowledge, but a heart full of love, an ear ready to listen, and a hand willing to help others. Katuka Romara. The End.